Right, let's see, is the voice and everything coming across okay for you guys? You may have had a bit of echo there. I've got to mute myself on the preview thing. Right then, let's see. Okay, I'm going to try and do Nord Invasion. A couple of guys may have seen it last week on the Thursday when I tried to replace my usual stream, but for the vast majority won't have. Just trying to get the people together. Right, in the meantime I can boot up Mountain Blade. So Nord Invasion, you pick it from the mod list there like usual, nothing special there. Right, while that loads up. So as well as the in-game bit, the other important bit is the website. For anyone who's not seen this before, you join a Nord Invasion server once you've got it installed, and what you'll get is an activation code. So in here you need to type in the character name you're using in-game and the activation code that pops up in the game. You'll probably want a pen ready to write it down, or you can screenshot it as well, I guess. And you use those here to basically make an account on this website, and it will ask you to set a password once you put in a valid name and activation code. And what that does is it ties your in-game name to the website. So if we look here, that's my in-game name. If I log in, whoops, let's see if I can type my password correctly. What you get then is your character sheet. So we've got, this is the sort of front sheet, so all the stuff you have equipped is over here. You get some default stuff to begin with, but it's not great. Over here you have your current level, how much of your experience has been gained in melee, how much of it has been gained in ranged. This is your current experience with how much you need for your next level. Now each level what you get is a class point, and if we look slightly further down, so you start as a recruit, you need 5 class points to go up any of these 4 trees, along with certain amounts of each type of experience. Now I've opted to go down the militia skirmisher, heavy skirmisher, pikeman route, which is basically thrown weapons and polearms. And I'm going to turn off that steam noise. So there we go. Support classes is something slightly different. You'll normally see another one in here as well, which is nurse, and some other ones after that I can't remember the name of. You can only pick one of those, and once you pick it you're locked in. So Tinkerer is basically barricades and defensive structures. Nurse is healing for other players in your sort of team. But the other thing you get is assist XP, so anytime you're near a kill of an NPC by anyone in your team, you'll get assist XP in here. That's a loud dog in the neighbour's garden. And that you can spend to boost your ranged, your melee or your gold. I'd recommend putting it in the XP ones and not the gold one. As you can see, this is the modifier number, it's not huge. So you've got crafting and a marketplace that lets you buy stuff. Quests I'll cover quickly. So in here, like kill 5 Nord farmers, kill 10 Nord farmhands. You complete those, you get gold and rewards and items and such. So it's worth keeping an eye on quests in there to accept them. But anyway, back to the actual game. Let's see if... Oh, hang on. Let's quickly go to the chat and see if anyone's asked any questions. Someone's mentioned that I've seriously bumped up my level since last Thursday. Yes, I have pretty much been no-lifing the crap out of this game. I've been using it as something to do when I couldn't think of anything better to do. and didn't feel like recording. So let's see, has the 77Y got a group together? Yes, they have. So let's see. Nord Invasion. So let's make sure I pick the right character. So you have to make sure you match the name. And then join a game. Now what I've got on here is the server filters with compatible version and has players. So what this does is it makes sure it only finds the Nord Invasion servers. As you can see, 16 players is the maximum, and the key thing to notice is this description here. So you've got normal and hard servers. You don't want to be going in a hard server until you're at least level 32 and know what you're doing, because as the name implies, 1, you'll get absolutely butchered, and 2, you don't gain any XP or items until you're level 32. And this one here, that MA, which you can't quite see, is manual blocking. But anyway, we'll be going in EU5. Just let the people that I'm going to be playing with know that. So you pick your character, it loads your gear off the website, you can't select anything else. So I've got a poleaxe, 2 stacks of throwing axes, and a barricade, and then a helmet, lamellar vest, some boots and some gloves. There's no horses, they got removed from the game. So for anyone who's new to this, the people with the icons over their heads are players, everything else is an AI bot, and they basically come in sort of waves at you. Every few rounds you get a boss wave, and if you can defeat that, dead players will respawn. But otherwise they have to sit out the rounds. So we just have to wait until this guy gets killed, or he manages to defeat a boss wave, which on his own with the gear he's wearing is highly unlikely. He'll probably put me to shame and manage it now. So the followers here are the first boss wave. So if he can defeat all of those on his own, we respawn. And he's fallen at the first hurdle. So it changes map, and you end up with a different map now. So this is probably a good one to demonstrate actually. There's nearly always an optimal place on each map to set up a defensive barricade, and in this case it's on this structure just in front of us here. So the standard tactic is someone with the barricade type that I've got generally blocks off the largest gap you can find. You leave a small enough gap that the bots still try to get in, but can't actually get in if someone stands in the way. Someone conveniently stood on my box there and broke the build. And then you find a guy with a high level shield, and he stands there and blocks. So there you go, there's your barricade. As an example, PJ here would stand with his shield blocking, preventing the bots getting in while everyone attacks over his shoulder or shoots arrows in their face, and generally other things like that. But in the early waves, it's not really such an important thing to worry about, because you can kill them fairly easily. So let's go sort out my axes. So a quick trick I can mention is I've got 28 axes here, because one of my slots was taken up with that barricade. If I throw one on the floor, restore my arrows here at this box, you can restore health at that food pot just next to it. And then I pick up the axe I threw on the floor. That gives me a third stack, which takes up the space the barricade would normally have taken up. So I can then refill at this box again. And instead of 28 axes, I now have 42, which is quite a significant jump. Now it's reflective damage, so if he was to hit me there, I wouldn't take damage, he would. So let's see who we got here. Axe in your chest, axe in your face. So I'm a tier 3 character, which is why I can pull off this damage, and throwing weapons are generally quite high damage to start with. But the downside is their accuracy is terrible. You need to be up close and personal. As you can see, I've missed twice already on him, 3 times. Hit myself because I hit that guy. There we go then. Video is stuttering. Not sure why it's doing that. Let's close some stuff down, see if that improves it. Okay, let's give this guy some help before he gets himself killed. And down he goes. Let's smash through his shield. So as you can see, people sort of naturally start falling back to the barricade when stuff gets tough. It's probably a bit early to be worrying about the barricade at the moment. We should probably be doing better than this, but it does depend what wave you get, because these early ones are mixed. To people asking when I'll do specific videos, if you look in the top right of my YouTube channel, you'll see there is a schedule. So in this case, he's asking about Fall of the Samurai, which comes out tomorrow. I don't know why there's lag on the stream. It may just be my internet connections being terrible today, in which case there's not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. Let's see if I can close some things down. That spinning is because I'm on my other screens, by the way. Quite a few people ask. So what else have I got running? Nothing that should be affecting the stream. Okay, we'll just see how that goes. Stand here lobbing axe into this crowd for a moment. Oops, missed. So as you can see, we had a couple of blockers there and a guy shooting at, well, attacking over his head. Okay, I'm really not sure what I can do about the lag. It may just be the game. If it gets unwatchable, then let me know and I will try and resolve it, but it will mean I have to take the stream down for a minute. One thing that is meant to be happening is sometime during July I'm meant to be getting a upgrade on my line, so the download doubles but the upload's getting a boost as well. Probably not by anywhere near as much as double, but every little's going to help. Okay, so this wave here is Berserkers. As you can see, they're rather naked and rather quick, and their axes, when they hit you, do a lot of damage. So I'm going to not stand around any longer and run as far as I can. If you look in the bottom left, you can see the blue text. That's you gaining assist XP for being near anyone else getting a kill. Okay, so when I die, what I will do is take the stream down and try to resolve this. It should only take me a moment.